Hello guys, it's Shockwave King back here once again. I saw the title of the video. Hajri Paul round 1356. Not 56. 1359 has just released. Coming straight out the back of 58, where we get the reveal that Ricardo Martinez's next opponent is the one and the only Indo-Asian ex-champion Wally. Got over 25 fights, fought Ipo in his fourth fight. The animal, the living legend himself, Wally, is going against Ricardo Rio Deal Martinez. But sadly, we have to live off on the questionable cliffhanger of what happened to Hoshi. Well, let's get into this. There's no more further build-up. And we have Sendo's coach just still peeking through the door. Mari, Fuji, everybody's attention. I believe Sendo's like, Hoshi what? And Sendo's close the door, and he's like, quiet down. So Ipo, Sendo, shocked. And Sendo just yells out, Hoshi! Because Hoshi is Sendo's first protege after all. It makes sense of why he'll be so concerned. After his fierce battle with Amai, what happened to Hoshi? Round 1359, the son of the Southern Kingdom. Wow, tongue twister. Wow, he passed up from all the excitement. Sendo hit his head across the wall. Wow, really? Really? You got us all hyped up about that? Instead it's like he passed out. Is that safe? And he was like, that's the one thing you definitely don't do after a match. And Hoshi's coach like, I can't remember. Yeah, I don't think I ever found his name. He does have a name though. That's why I'm telling you to be quiet. So there's like the hell agreement between me and Noah, and you want me to be quiet? How are you so damn calm about? How are you so damn calm? Yanaka-san. And he just looks at Sendo, and Sendo's like, "You knew, didn't you? You see the head face. And Yanaka was like, see, he says, we find out right before Hoshi's big title match. A fighter's concentration is only as good as a whole champion, you know. And Sendo turns around, and Ipo's like, where are you going? Wow. And Sendo's like, I'm gonna rip that monkey's head off so you can't fight. Ipo's like, you can't, as he grabs his shirt. And then I'm gonna talk to Ricardo directly. You can't do that either, Ipo says. Oh, he's calling Wally a monkey? No. And Yanaka is like, we're giving them a postponement after all. And Sendo pause. And the coach continues. Well, we'll call them to complain, and they'll just say, please think of this. Wait. We'll call them to complain, and they'll just say, please think of this as giving you time for your right fist to heal or something. And then it's like, so what? You're telling me just to let my fist heal up while you have some tune-up fight? You know there's a chance you'll lose, right? Now remember, wait a minute. So we said the same thing about Billy. I said the exact same thing about Billy, and you saw what happened to Billy McCullum. And Sendo he's shaking because of the rage. All he just said is that if I ain't all healed up, I can't put on a good fight. Wait. Or are you saying if I ain't all healed up, I can't put on a big fight? That's that Japanese slang. It's killer. Can't believe you'd be that damn selfish. Don't fuck with me, Ricardo Martinez! Sendo yells out. He's looking like a beast. He's an animal. Look at him, the 4th page. He's shot around. He's an animal. He's an animal. And then he just stops. And the door creaks open, and someone says, "You're really being too nosy." And everybody looks back. It's Hoshi. All that said, I might beat a different face onto him. Wow, that puts a new definition on I'm gonna rearrange your face. Jeez, Hoshi, what did he do to you? Hoshi says, I've got a match coming up. Can you let me focus, please? Yeah, he's out of it. Hopefully he don't got punch eye. So he's pretty much fine. And Sendo just looks at him as it's a Gake Ipo. I don't know if Ipo's about to laugh or he's holding back. And Sendo's like, I got it. And he's like, he walks behind the door. Let's talk for a sec, Hoshi. And Hoshi's like, what you mean? And Sendo's like, just she looks at me. Okay. And we just see the door close. This is not going to end well. This is not going to be good. I don't know, this is not gonna be good. But the guy was like, that was certainly a match to the record books. He was like, yeah, that was really something. I knew that he just entered the world rankings, but still, I can only wonder what kind of bocce Wally-kun really has turned into. And we switch over to the jungle. And he's like, Wally! Wally! No, it's Miguel. Miguel's just here like, Wally. But he's like, my God, where's the boy gone? Wait, are those coconuts? Yeah, they look like some early coconuts that's still ripe. They haven't turned brown yet. And you just see two coconuts drop out of the sky. Well, at least I believe that's what they are. No, you wouldn't be able to eat coconuts like that. Because Miguel there bites into it. He's like, come on already. And Wally's like, wow. You already found me? Miguel, what's going on? Wally hasn't changed. And this man leaped from the tree, this animal. What's wrong with him? And Miguel's like, you fool! His toes grabs into the end of the leash. And he just zips and slips and slides like he's Tarzan. And he slides and hops down. This man's a beast. It's about time. Wally, the legend. And Miguel's like, you're taking years off my life. And the rest of the monkeys hop down with dear old Wally. He's grown some, but he still have a child of a face. He's like at least like 5 or 6. Yeah, he was 17. He should be like 18, 19 now, somewhere around there. And Wally's like, "Are we going somewhere?" As the monkey hops into Miguel's hand. Miguel says, "You know how you asked where we yeah." You know how you asked how our train would end up. We're gonna take a look at the final stop. And Wally looks at him. And he's like, let's go! And Miguel's like, good, let's get going. Wait a minute. My last son. I hope Miguel don't die after this. I really do hope. That's a beautiful water, George. That's excellent. Look at the sparkle. Look at the sparkles. When someone says, but still. That was surprising to hear. Ricardo versus Wally. Oh, we're back in the cool garbage gym. Everybody's doing the usual. Cinder still can't use his right face like he wants to, can he? And Aoki says. Kimura's like, in which case it's better from the postpone the match anyway. I wonder how much further Kimura's hair is growing back. There's a guy like Cinder since sure doesn't seem like. Wait, Cinder since sure doesn't seem like. Seem to know so. Doesn't seem to think so. Senpai guess that is. Now guess is that there must be a reason he called out Wally. You never know what he's going to pull off. He's like a wild animal, impossible to predict. To deal with him, you need something special. In other words, you will need. Well, just like need what? An anti-Sendo Takeshi strategy. No! Lies! No! Say it ain't so. Not the anti-Sendo Takeshi strategy. No! And Aoki Kimo's like, I see. And Aoki says it's a difference between a monkey and a tiger. At any rate, she want to experience, I guess, a wild child boxer. And looking from another angle, this shows how wary of Sendo he is. And he thinks to himself, an anti-Sendo strategy, huh? So you get to see how Ricardo goes against another wild child. It's good that they postponed it after all. And everybody else still shadowboxing. Lipo looks back. The attack of his Wally-kun's defeat is predetermined. I know it seems obvious, but I can't help to wonder. In the end, will this match really be so straightforward? No! I hope Wally can bring out everything from him. And we go to New York City! I knew it! I saw the spoilers already! We're in New York City, and Wally is doing what Wally does. He's just on top of a telephone pole, and he says, no matter how many times we come here, I can't get over how many people there are. There are? Yeah. A question in English. And Miguel's like, don't climb that. And Wally's like, where's my sparring partner? And Miguel's like, he's at the gym. Now get down from there. Get down, Wally. You're better than this. You're better than this, Wally. Wally's like a big ass kid, but he's not that old. Gee, I've been around Ipo. I've been reading too much. Someone says for the virtual recorder, there's no perfect. There is no person more perfect. Since he's doing us such a favor, make sure you greet him properly. And Miguel says, we're here. Stop that." Wally is just riding the suitcase down the sidewalk. Fucking Wally. Miguel's like, "That boy," and you see a beard. I'm already spoiled it in the thumbnail. Look who's here! It's Vork! It's Vork! And the coach! The thing is, damn, I forgot the guy who taught him the final swallow. I think he's like Damachi or something. Like the coach and the Dakota's old fighting partner. Damn it, it's them! It's actually Vork! And Vork's like, "Good to see you, Wally." Vork! Wally said Vork! The virtual Ricardo is none other than the world champion, Vork. To be continued. I would never expect in a million years that Vork would return like this. I would never expect in a million years that Vork would return like this. Overall, this is one of those good in-between Hajinoku chapters. And really is laying down a foundation. And once again, I question the timeline. I don't question the timeline, but yeah, I'm glad that Hoshi is he's still in there. But I think Senna might tell Hoshi to retire. It's very sad. It's messed up. But I do believe that Hoshi, it's rather than going over how Hoshi dropped the ball, or they're going over how Senna believes Hoshi should retire. Which I hope is not that. Hope Hoshi doesn't, but I don't know, man. I don't know. We gotta see Hoshi get back into the gym. Well, I gotta see Hoshi get back in the gym. I gotta be able to see it with my own eyes. And just see Sendo rage out like an animal. Just, "You don't fuck with me, Ricardo Martinez. Don't you mess with me." Sendo he is dearly mad about this one. They have done it now. They have done it now. That's a very unwise decision. I don't care what anybody says. I believe Senna can beat Ricardo Martinez, but the beating's going to be even worse now. You are starving the tiger of his ultimate prey. He's already salivating. You've already won Martinez, and then you rob him of the opportunity to fight Wally the Wild Child. The beating's going to be even worse. Ricardo Martinez will be dropped, rocked, socked, and knocked out, stretched out across his back. And that's after Wally tenderized Ricardo Martinez. Tenderized. He's going to mess him up. But to get back from fan dreams and delusions, I like the chapter. It's good to see Wally again. I thought Wally at least has some facial hair, but nah, he's still the same good old Wally. Looks like a beast. He's an animal. At this point, he is the Indo-Asian Tarzan partially, but overall, it's a pretty good chapter. It's just. And it's good to see the Kurogama gym once again. We still don't got any further plot developments on Teihei and Kentaro, and which is quite sad. It's quite sad. I understand there's a lot of things going on in the background of Hajime Ippo that we gotta focus on and do things like that, but the whole Itagaki and Teihei and Kentaro plotline is still weighing on me. It's just like, at what point would it take their exam? At what point? And sure, next chapter there's no guarantee that we'll be going right into the fight. I think we will get some insight on Vork and Wally. I think we might get a panel or so from Ricardo Martinez, but hopefully we'll finally get some type of behind the scenes on Itagaki or Kentaro. Hopefully. But some of the panel work was excellent. Just seeing Sendo looking up like a madman. He's an animal. He's a beast. He's starving. He want to get some of that Martinez. But overall, I don't know how well using Vork as a sparring partner will work out. It will further reinforce Wally's boxing IQ. I don't think Vork is a bad partner, sparring partner to choose for the Wally camp against Ricardo Martinez. But there is one sad downside to that, and that is we do not know everything we don't know everything that Ricardo Martinez can do. Now, we have seen Wally absolutely destroy, butcher, mutilate to the highest degree an infighter like Ippo, but I do believe that infighting Ricardo Martinez will be a different breed entirely, which I don't know if Wally can actually deal with, because the amount of pressure. Let's go back to the AJ Dante fight. like pretty much, Martinez was in Dante's grill the entire fight, and he wasn't even really trying. Like literally, at one point, he was just repeating the same move and just broke. Then messed up. Dante broke his hand, and later on, he goes on to break his jaw, crack open his ribs, and everything else. So I don't think we've seen like a true taste of Ricardo Martinez yet, not at all. So that's something to a certain degree, and I don't know. Like I said in the prediction video, there's a lot of good things Wally has, and there's a lot of good things Ricardo Martinez has. But to use Wally as a template per se or something like that against like a Sendo, I don't think Wally had. That's the thing. I don't think Ricardo Martinez can get much out of fighting Wally. Depending how dominant his performance is, sure, Wally is like a wild beast to a certain degree, but it's different. It's like a difference. There's a difference. What's like the perfect explanation? You can't choose a so I need something with footwork, speed. I need something to explain Wally and what his fighting style like. He got the speed, he got the footwork, he's dangerous, hit for you from both hands, unorthodox. And like yeah, I can't really compare Wally to anybody, but you can't use a different animal or you can't train to hunt a tiger by hunting a bird or a monkey or something like that. That's not how this works. And sure, Wally might be a beast, but he's not Sendo. They're far removed from each other. Far removed, very far removed. They're not even the same league of comparison at all when it refers to like being an animal. Because at this point, like, Sendo has a bigger reason to be punch drunk than Ippo. The fact that Sendo can take so much punishment and not be dropped, the fact that he's going against Takamori and has no fear, the fact that he took 2 Demitrios just to put down, the fact that he was fighting on broken ribs and everything else, he's not the first. He's not the first to do such a thing. But I don't think you're using Wally because they fight 2 different ways. Extremely 2 different ways. Wally's flexibility is extremely on a different level. And with Sendo, it's just, he's not basic. Sendo, unlike most people, I believe Sendo does have a high IQ. It's not like a Miyata or someone more, but he does have a moderately good IQ. He's not an idiot. Oh, but he just goes in there and throw punches. He's not like early Sendo. Look at this opposition. He can't do much else against a person with footwork. He just can't. He can't fight like he's fighting Ippo. He can't. Look at the way he fought against Sayaki. Look at the way he fought against Shigeta. He has always had problems with people who use footwork. Where's the smash? How come he's not dodging anything like that? He did it against Freddy Gonzalez, number 1, an ultra version, a more refined version, and 2, with the whole dodging anything, and 2, he can't fight them like everybody else. He can't fight them like he fights Sendo. He can't. And even though Freddy Gonzalez chose to take away his feet towards the end, Freddy Gonzalez still had a better boxing IQ. He wasn't fighting like a pure puncher. He was fighting a puncher boxer. He wasn't fighting an Ippo. So he had to use those tactics. He had to switch it up, but he had to go for the big, overwhelming punches, and one of the things he had to do. But to sum this video up, it is an excellent, great chapter. But overall, I don't think this fight would do any good for Ricardo Martinez. It would be doing good for me and some fans who want to see how Ricardo Martinez fight. But to train for, I guess you could say, get himself prepared for like the pressure or the atmosphere of fighting Sendo. But even within, that's a different ordeal. That's a different ordeal. This is the same Sendo who, but in the locker room, didn't even need a warm up. He was so juiced up. He was so hyped up, man. He couldn't control himself. He was about to explode. He was about to blow up, man. So he just, I guess you could say it will open a door for Martinez, but I don't think it will do anything like that for Martinez. I don't think it will actually capture. Even like them, like Wally is more of an environment. You can't touch him. it's hard to get his hands on him. He's some of the most elusive prey. But that's a lot different from Sendo. That's an ambush predator. He'll meet you face to face, and the first time he doesn't kill, he'll stay on you all day, every day. He's not going to chase you down like a lion. He's going to ambush you, trap you down, hold you down, drag you into the deep end and apply the pressure. And Wally doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. Sure, he does stay in the pocket. Sure, he does lay onto the punches, the combination. He does slip down the bottom weave. He does have a higher boxing IQ than he used to. So, the first Ippo fight is not even an accurate representation of who he is. Who he is now. But even with all that, I do believe Ricardo Martinez will be pushed. And we might use some further internal monologue from Ricardo Martinez, but I don't think this should be a good preparation for Sendo. I just don't. I just think like this should be great preparation for like someone with some good footwork. But Sendo's footwork is nothing special. It's good to get in deep to apply pressure, but it's not like he's chasing people down. Well, he is pretty good at that. I give him that, which is why I compared him to an ambush predator. But as for using Wally to prepare for him, yeah. But I would like to see how Ricardo Martinez react to Wally in the corner. But hey, everything I said in the last video still thanks. Been me show King guys thoughts and opinions about this. I gotta sit here and ponder until next Tuesday. And I've been Shower King. If you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.